Hello, my name is Alex Branton and I'm a meteorologist here at the Mount Washington Observatory. I'm coming to you live from the summit of Mount Washington to talk about this weekend's higher summits forecast. Before we jump into the forecast, let's talk about the conditions we're experiencing right now on Mount Washington. So behind me, we're looking at our current summit conditions page, and you can find this on our website if you're ever curious about what the weather's like on Mount Washington. Right now, our wind speeds are about 27 miles per hour, so a pretty calm day up here on the summit of Mount Washington. If we look at our 24-hour data, the peak gust over the past 24 hours is 64 miles per hour, so winds have trended down over the course of the day. Our temperature right now is about 42 degrees, so that's more or less average for this time of year for Mount Washington. And if you look at our 24-hour data, we have received 0.45 inches of rain over the past 24 hours. Pretty dry day today, but we did receive that rain during this 24-hour period. If we take a look at our vertical temperature profile, it's about 42 degrees on the summit and about 60 degrees down at the base. So a pretty standard about 20-degree difference up here on the summit of Mount Washington. Our visibility has been mostly 1/16 of a mile throughout the day, meaning we are in the fog. So I'll just show you what that looks like on our deck cam. Pretty foggy day today. Again, we have been going in and out of the clouds this afternoon, but it looks like the fog has settled in for the time being up here on the summit. Okay, so let's jump into our higher summits forecast. So this weekend is unfortunately going to be another soaker of a weekend. We are going to experience some pretty decent rainfall tomorrow. The good news is on Sunday we might get a little break, so maybe a nice change of pace from the past few weekends. But the biggest thing that's going to be impacting our weather this weekend is this low pressure here. This low pressure system will have originated down here off the coast of Massachusetts or the mid-Atlantic coast here. So it has a lot of moisture along with it. This low is going to be moving north through New England towards Quebec. And as it moves through New England, it's going to bring with it a lot of moisture, a lot of precipitation, a lot of rain. Winds don't look too impressive with this system, but we are expecting some precipitation with this system and some rain and some cooling temperatures with this system. So as it moves north of the area, it is going to bring some cooler air into New Hampshire. So let's look at our future radar here. I'll just click through this so we can see what kind of precipitation we're looking at this weekend. Starting with tonight, it looks like we have our widespread rain event moving in, and then tomorrow is going to be the bulk of precipitation. We may have some embedded thunderstorms in there and also some precipitation falling heavily at times. So as we click through Saturday and into Saturday night, we see precipitation moving out of the region and staying kind of in the north country for Sunday. So again, the bulk of that precipitation is looking to be tomorrow with some lingering showers in the mountains and in the north country on Sunday. So taking a look at our higher summits forecast, for tonight, we are going to be in the clouds with a chance of rain showers. Temperatures will be in the lower 40s and the winds will be west, shifting southeast at 20 to 35 miles per hour, decreasing to 10 to 25 miles per hour with a wind chill of 25 to 35 degrees above zero. Moving into Saturday, again, this is going to be our wettest day of the weekend. We're going to be mostly in the clouds with rain, possibly falling heavy at times here. A slight chance of thunderstorms, so we could see some occasional thunder and lightning throughout New Hampshire tomorrow. Our temperatures will be falling throughout the day to the upper 30s, so we'll start off in the upper 40s, but by the end of the day, temperatures will be all the way down back into the upper 30s. Our wind will be south, shifting northwest at 10 to 25 miles per hour and increasing a good amount to 40 to 55 miles per hour with gusts up to 70 miles per hour. The combination of those colder temperatures with those winds is going to give us a wind chill value falling to 25 to 35 degrees above zero. And falling even further on Saturday night, our wind chills are going to get all the way down to 5 to 15 degrees above zero. Also on Saturday night, we'll be mostly in the clouds with a chance of a wintry mix. So as those temperatures fall, precipitation may transition to sleet, snow, or freezing rain up here on the summit. It's looking more like freezing rain up here though, so we are expecting increasingly icy conditions on the summit for Sunday. Our temperatures are going to be in the upper 20s and winds northwest shifting west at 35 to 50 miles per hour with gusts up to 65 miles per hour. And Sunday, again, it's going to be pretty icy up here on the summit with freezing fog and with the chance for a wintry mix and pooling water on the ground freezing in those colder temperatures. It could be pretty icy up here on the summit. On Sunday, we'll be mostly in the clouds with a slight chance of a wintry mix. We aren't expecting too much snow up here, but freezing rain is the biggest possibility. Our temperature is going to be in the upper 20s and our winds west at 35 to 50 miles per hour with gusts up to 65 miles per hour. And a wind chill hanging out at 5 to 15 degrees above zero. So it's going to feel pretty cold up here on the summit. If you are planning to come into the higher terrain this weekend, please be prepared for heavy precipitation, heavy rain on Saturday, and then icy conditions and colder temperatures here on Sunday. So before I leave you guys, I did want to mention Seek the Peak. We are around the corner from Seek the Peak. It's almost June, and Seek the Peak happens in mid-July. So you can register for Seek the Peak, our largest annual fundraiser at Mount Washington or at seekthepeak.org. Register as an individual or as a team, or just donate some money to a team. If you do register for the event, though, your admission to the Opry Hike Party at the Great Glen Trails is included in that, and also a weather station tour up here on the summit if you visit on Seek the Peak Day. So it's going to be a really fun event with awesome benefits for those who participate, and also benefiting the Mount Washington Observatory, our nonprofit here on Mount Washington. So if you want to support that, register at seekthepeak.org. And with that, I hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you back here next Friday for next weekend's Higher Summits forecast.